Hello and welcome back to the next episode in our adventure in Kingdom Come Deliverance, playing as Henry of Skalitz. We have narrowly escaped death at the hands of King Sigismund's brutal cumans, the devils who savagely ransacked and pillaged our hometown of Skalitz and the village of Rovna, and who murdered our mother and father in front of us. Although we took an arrow to the leg in our flight from Skalitz, we have arrived safely here in Talmberg, delivering the message of the Cuman attack to its ruler, Sir Divish. For the moment, we are now safe within the walls of Talmberg's castle, but being both hungry and tired, we should speak to Sir Robard about getting something to eat and finding a place to rest, and also just generally about figuring out what we should do next. Obviously, our life has radically changed since the events of the last episode, and our fate is now uncertain. But that's a problem for another day. For now, we should focus on filling our belly and getting a good night's rest, and then I'm sure our destiny will unfold before us. Alright, let's continue. We can't get into this door, so we'll just ignore that for now. We'll go down and speak with Sir Robard. It looks like it's raining at the moment. We will wash ourselves in this trough. Obviously, we've been through a bit of an ordeal, so we should get ourselves cleaned up.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
That's true.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Thank you, Sir Robard.
Please
Appreciate
tell me
your
what
kind
happened
words.
to Skalitz. I have kin there.
Of course, I'll tell you. It was awful. They torched Rovna on their way.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
I fled to the castle, but my parents were killed.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Does anyone else have anything to say? Poor old Henry. Hey, there's a chest here, which is an easy lock. We could get into that. Alright, but let's go to the kitchen and get something to eat.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Alright, let's get some grub into our belly. And we'll certainly take our boots off before we get into bed. I wouldn't want to cross Sir Robard. Take this lentil mash. And what else do we have? Roast duck. Take that as well. Ooh, very luxurious. The lap of luxury. The roast duck. I've got a bunch of bread rolls. I'll take all of this. We are very hungry. Some cheese. take that as well.
Oh, God. Eat.
I'll
Food.
take all the apples. Don't worry, Henry, we're getting there. Alright, let's chow down. So we'll start with the lentil mash. It's a staple of countryside cuisine. That'll give us 9 nourishment. We're currently at 0. We were at 15 before, so obviously we got very hungry listening to Lady Stephanie and Sir Robard talk while all the food was just sitting there. And our speech and charisma are debuffed, I think, as a result of how hungry and tired we are. But we'll eat the lentil mash. I'll save the bread rolls. We'll eat the roast duck. A quarter of roast duck will fill you up nicely. It'll give us 26 nourishment. It will make us more tired, but we're going to go sleep in a moment anyway. So we'll eat that. There we go. We're no longer super hungry. Yeah, I'll have 1 bread roll. And then I'll have some apples. And that should get us up to 100. Nice. So we're back up to 100 nourishment, 100 health. We're obviously very tired. We'll have to go and have a sleep to fix that. That's why our speech and charisma are a little lower at the moment. Just because of how tired we are. But great. We're well fed and watered. Excellent. Ooh, we're very tired.
I hear you came from Skalitz today.
Damn, I'm tired.
Must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
Oh, I can tell you. I'm very tired though, but I will tell you. It was awful. Sigismund came with his army.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh no.
I didn't make it inside the castle.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw Father trying to save Mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
That's horrible. You were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
Thank you. Appreciate the prayers. Hey, there's another locked chest here. And another villager. Hello. That fellow dropped his bowl. Let's speak to, oh, that's a villager. Where'd the cook go? Oh, is that her over there? I think that is her. Some gloves there. Yes, that's Bojana.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
Yeah, where can I sleep?
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you.
Okay. And, where can I buy something?
If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
Okay, great. Let's,
I'd like to
let's
buy
trade.
something from you.
Let's see
Of
what
course,
you've got.
lad. God bless.
Okay, you've got some more food, but we don't really need any food at the moment. I think we're okay. You've got 20 gold. You can buy some stuff from us, but not amazing prices, so I think we'll hang on to all that. Yeah, you'd be ripping us off on the Savior Schnapp, 7.1 gold. So we'll leave all that. But thank you very much for the food that you've already given me. What's in here? Looks like a storeroom. It's a private area as well. We'll leave that. We'll leave that chest too. Okay, so it must be over there in the courtyard. Let's just have a quick look around. Wash ourselves again. Stable master. There's a guard here. It looks like the gate's closed, so I don't think we can go out and explore or do anything, but we are very tired, so probably best that we just go and have a sleep anyway. Everyone's walking about doing their work. A bunch of horses here. Robard's horse. We've got another regular horse. We can inspect them. So Robard's horse is 28 speed, 196 capacity, 6 courage, and 230 stamina. This one's faster but less capacity, more courage and more stamina. What's this one? Divish's horse. We can't inspect that. Oh, Elena, this is the horse we came in on. 30 speed, 220 capacity, 10 courage, and 270 stamina. Not bad. And actually, this one we can mount without stealing. And then this one would be stealing.
What in heaven's name happened there?
Oh, yes, I am the lad from Skalitz. I can tell you. It was awful. Sigismund's massive army descended on Skalitz.
Sigismund's army appeared out of nowhere. There were so many of them, not just infantry, but cavalry, too. Those foreign mercenaries with their strange helmets and the souls of beasts.
Heavens above.
Then the slaughter began.
They began murdering. They cut down anyone who didn't flee to the castle and destroyed everything in their path. The terrible cries of the wounded and the dying, I'll never forget it. It was only by some miracle I managed to take one of their horses and ride here.
How terrible. All the saints in heaven must have been watching over you to keep you alive. But you're safe here now.
Indeed I am. I got reputation for that. That's interesting. I didn't for the other ones. Maybe only the martial responses give reputation. Another villager there. Another guard. Ooh, I'm really fading fast. What's my sleep at now? It's 13. Hello. Where are you going? Are you going to bed as well? It's not that late, but I am just exhausted. What do we have in here? Oh, this is a private area too. Okay, oh, okay, we can sleep in here, I think. Now, what did he say? Take our dirty boots off. So we'll do that. Take our old boots off. Which is... increases our speed taking them off. That's funny. Alright. Oh, so we sit on the bed.
Probably some animal.
And then sleep. So it's 7 PM. How long do we want to sleep for? Well, we need to get 100 energy, so... or close to it. We'll sleep till morning. That'll do. Saved our game as well.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Nice of her to bring us some food and wine. But yes, certainly, let's talk about it. We'll tell the story of the raid.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
I went to the tavern for ale and met my sweetheart Bianca there.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Me and Father talked about life.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
There was a huge horde of attackers.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
They killed my father and mother.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, knights in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
The siege of Skalitz began.
I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city. There was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Alright, let's go follow Sir Robard. We'll put our boots back on though. So I told Sir Divish about the terrible fate of Skalitz, and after a briefing with his captain Sir Robard, he decided it would be futile to go to Sir Radzig's aid, and instead they would prepare Talmberg Castle in case Sigismund should descend on them too. And then he told his captain to take charge of me. Sir Robard told me to eat first. I only realized how hungry I was when he started talking about food. In the kitchen, Captain Robard introduced me to the lady of the castle, Lady Stephanie, and the cook, Bozena, who served me some food. They also offered me a place to sleep in the bedchamber of the lodge in the courtyard. Bozena is a great cook, and a full stomach has raised my spirits a little, even though I can't stop thinking about my parents. I went to bed, wishing with all my heart that everything that happened might have been no more than a bad dream, that I would wake at home to father hammering on his anvil and mother humming while she cooked, that everything would be like it was before. I was nearly asleep when Lady Stephanie came to see me. I was surprised, to say the least, but she only wanted to see if I was all right, and to ask about what happened. So I told her all about it, and then she told me about how Sir Divish had been taken captive a few years ago, and she had to try and buy his freedom. When Lady Stephanie left, I finally fell asleep. I didn't sleep very well, though. I was troubled by bad dreams, and then Captain Robard came in the middle of the night and woke me to tell me there was some procession coming to Talmberg, and I had to go to the battlements immediately. So I can get there via the steps next to the main castle gate. It's pitch dark outside, and I don't know my way around Talmberg. I'll probably need a light. Take the torch from the table. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, that's this torch. Okay. Great. Okay. And how do we equip the torch? Equip. Ah, perfect. Let's go. I think it doesn't look like we're too tired anymore. Yeah, we've got some energy back. Stormy weather at the moment though. I think they said I can get to the battlements from up near the main gate. Yeah.
Sigismund hired himself a mob of foreign mercenaries. They don't know this country like we do. He could hide out somewhere until it blows over.
Maybe. Only all they have to do is lean on some Skalitz serf and you'll happily tell them everything.
I didn't think of that.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for you, then right here behind solid walls and cliffs.
True enough.
Hello guys.
Good health to you.
What's going on?
You know what's happening?
Sigismund, who else? That bastard conquered Skalitz and now he's come to take Talmberg.
Oh, really? Okay.
May the Lord watch over you.
Is that what you think as well?
God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robard. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Alright.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, let's continue round. Hey guys. Anything going on? Ooh, that was big lightning.
to you. What do you need?
What's going on?
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. It could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Skalitz folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good. God be with you.
God be with you.
What's going on?
You know what's happening?
That's me. I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate.
Okay, fair enough. Guess we need to keep heading down the battlements. Looks like we're here.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What's happening?
You know what's happening?
I don't know, but I think I saw horsemen. Probably Sigismund and his mercenaries come to raid us. Good luck to you.
That wouldn't be good. What about you?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me. I don't know shit.
Okay, no, he doesn't know anything.
The Lord watch over you.
What about you?
Good health to you.
Okay, you don't know anything new. What about you? And then we'll speak to Robard
God be with you.
after this fella. Oh yeah, you might know something.
Fucking Sigismund.
You sure?
I overheard a scout Div was sent to see how things look in Skalitz. It's Sigismund's soldiers for sure. Fucking Sigismund.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Farewell.
What about these two?
God be with you.
We've got nothing new to say.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Alright, we'll speak to Sir Robard. Can we see anything over the battlements? Yeah, can't tell. Alright. We're here, Sir Robard. What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg tonight? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
God be with you.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you? Yes, sir. He is right here. What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Yep. Sounds good.
Henry, I need to have a word with you.
Okay. Alright. Hello. Can I be of help?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
Great. Thanks, Sir Robot. But before you go,
God be with you.
just a few other things. Any further orders?
Have you any further orders for me?
Keep watch on the battlements for now. I'll send someone to relieve you later.
Okay, alright. Thanks. Thanks, Sir Robot. So what do I have to do? Just keep watch. Amazing that Sir Radzig survived. Clever man to sneak out in the middle of the storm. Everyone in the castle was on the battlements anticipating the worst, Sigismund's army, but to everyone's astonishment it turned out to be Sir Radzig and all the remaining survivors from Skalitz. What was even more surprising is that they escaped the siege without a fight. Sir Radzig gave me orders, and then he and the Skalitz folk carried on to Ratai. So Robot ordered me to help keep watch on the battlements. So he's posted extra guards there and ordered me to join them. Okay. Well, let's go speak to some of the guards around the place, see if they have any thoughts on anything. Hello. What do you think about the Skalitz folk fleeing?
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, so we can just wait till morning. But let's speak to all the guards. See what they have to say. What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to get away?
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
Just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzig Kobyla?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord. Takes such good care of every one of his serfs.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah. I could tell you some stories.
About Sir Divitt?
Jesus, no. I didn't mean it like that. Just that I heard stories from other soldiers that would make the skin crawl.
I see.
Good luck to you.
Hello, lads. Speak to you. What do you think about the Skalitz refugees?
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, they was either blessed, or Sigismund's mercenary army ain't up to much. When you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing down. If any of us make such a cocker, Sir Robart will flare his skin up our backs.
You only say that because you never saw them attack.
Aye. Well, it's a shame your folks couldn't have said.
Is Sir Robart really that tough?
Tough? Aye. But he's fair. He's a veteran of many a campaign, so he knows warcraft.
I believe it.
Farewell.
Regular soldier, can't speak to you, I guess. That's the end of the battlements there. I know that's a private area. I guess that's a watchtower, armory type place. Spoken to you already, haven't I? Yeah.
Good luck to you.
I spoke to you already as well.
Good luck to you.
That door is locked with a very hard lock. What about you? Have I spoken to you? Yes.
God be with you.
Can't really see anything out out there, but it looks like there's some guards wandering about down below. Have a look up here. There's some more guards over there. This looks like the gatehouse. Some locked chests. Oh, this is a private area. Or at least this half of it is a private area. Yes, okay. Alright, well, I guess we can just wait it out until morning. It looks like we've spoken to all the guards. Maybe I'll just nip down off the battlements and see. If anyone else has anything to say, if there's any guards down there I can speak to. Will I get in trouble if I leave the battlements? You know what, let's just pop a save. There's a guard here. Another guard here. Let's speak to him. What do you think about the Skalitz folk fleeing?
What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast.
That's true.
The Lord watch over.
That was very, very cunning. There's a few other guards to speak to. Potentially. Or maybe not. I can speak to you. What are your thoughts?
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege.
Skalitz Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzik did the right thing.
I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God use you.
Thank you.
I reckon that Sir Radzik must be a good man, the way he looks after his people. But you probably know him better.
Not really. My father was forging a sword for him, and when he came to have a look at it, we exchanged a few words. That's it.
Then that's a fine lord.
Alright. Well, that's locked. A very easy lockpick. I suppose we could open, but there's no one in there to talk to. I think everything else is probably... Oh, that's open. It looks like all the folk are sleeping. Anything up here? It's open as well. Ah, so Robard's over there. Any further orders? No. Okay. It's probably like, what are you doing off the battlements, Henry? I'm like, no, I'm just going up to these battlements. Different battlements. And that is probably, yeah, that's a private area. Okay, I think we've spoken to all the guards, so we'll go back to the battlements and wait until morning. Ooh. Horrible storm. Very loud as well. Alright, let's, I guess we'll big lightning strike. We'll post up over here against the wall here and wait until morning. I guess morning's like 8 o'clock, right?
Let's go! Move it! Go!
What happened?
Let's go! Move it! Go!
What's going on? What's happening? Go to the battlements of the Outer Bailey. Okay. I guess we went there. Looks like something's going on.
Jesus! We're gonna head up like Skalitz.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents. Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslas IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle where he has little chance of defense to another where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Close call. All right. Well, we've got a few objectives. Guess I don't need to equip the torch anymore. It's daylight. I'll take that down. Let's speak to the guards.
God be with you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk fleeing?
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people was saved, though. And just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure, he'll come here in the end, too. But now, at least we got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe. Maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, as he's Wenceslas's hetman. And Skalitz is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone, so he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry, it is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things.
Thank you. What do you think about Sigismund's army?
Sir Divish certainly put Sigismund in his place.
You're right there. That's Sir Divish for you. May God grant him long life.
Is there a trader somewhere here?
Can you tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Someone to do business with. Well, Votova often gets things the merchants don't have. The last time I saw him, he was by the granary. Try him. He thinks about trade day and night.
Okay, thanks.
God be with you.
So I've got a few new objectives now. On the advice of one of the soldiers, I had a bit of a snooze, but then another alarm was sounded. When I got to the battlements, my blood turned cold. Sigismund's army was standing within sight of the castle. Everyone fell silent as the grave when they saw the huge numbers of the enemy. Fortunately, Sir Divish has a way with words. He persuaded the negotiator that attacking Talmberg would be pointless. The moment Sigismund gave the order to depart, the whole of Talmberg shouted with joy. But I had only one thing on my mind. I should go back to Skalitz and bury my parents. The threat of attack is gone, and I have to get back to Skalitz. It's my duty to bury my parents. Only how can I do it? My lord forbids me to leave Talmberg. I should talk to Captain Robard. Maybe he'll help me get out of the castle. And I should also take my horse. Skalitz is a long way from here. Okay, so I've got to get a horse. There is the horse that I rode in on, that I stole from the Cumans. So I can get that one, I guess. And I should speak to Sir Robard as well. But let's speak to all these other guards. Get their thoughts on all these events. Tell me about Sigismund's army.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Next, we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
Is there a trader here somewhere?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votova. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
All right.
May the Lord watch over you.
Thank you, and over you as well. Well, let's have a look around. Talmberg, beautiful countryside here, but we are stuck inside the castle for the moment. So we may as well make the best of it for now, while we figure out how to get out. It looks like Sir Robard's over there, but let's go speak to these folk. See if they have any thoughts on this business with Sigismund. Bunch of villagers here to speak to. Hello.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you think of Sigismund?
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
True. Is there a trader here somewhere?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votova is your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny, if he hadn't already sold her long since.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over my wife's brother finally paid back the dozen groschen he owed me. Freezing winters.
What, you mean the money you lent him last winter?
Yeah, just having good old chats.
Them with the strange clothes and iron masks on their faces. Aye, I saw them. May that blood
run cold.
Hmm.
I heard they eat their prisoners and broth from corpses. God in heaven. Man-eaters.
It's all true. It's all true. Cannibal humans.
Found a fresh pile of human bones.
Don't
at the
worry,
edge of
we're
Skalitz
safe.
Woods.
Say,
Mother of God,
Sigismund and his heathen cutthroats will come out of the woods any time now and slaughter us all.
They won't come back. Why would they? We'll stay here overnight to be on the safe side and go back to the fields tomorrow.
Wise.
By tomorrow morning, all our heads will be on spikes.
What in
you'll be
God's
okay.
name are you on about?
I hear that's what them foreign soldiers do, and worse.
They do nothing of the sort. Did you hear that nonsense?
Vilma heard the guards on watch talking about it.
Nobody's going to attack us, never mind foreign soldiers. Sigismund's moved on and we've got nothing to worry about. And we can always come and take shelter here at the castle. Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Vilma says. So stop working yourself up. Everything's fine and that's how it'll stay.
Aye, but...
No buts.
Did you see
Everything
the
will be
horrible
all
foreign
right.
soldiers?
Got it?
Them with the strange clothes and iron masks on their faces. Aye,
Let's have a
I
chat
saw
with
them.
you.
Good health to you.
I heard they eat
Okay, you don't have anything new to say. What about you?
Good morning.
Morning.
I hear
What do you think of Sigismund?
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake. That army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker, or they'd have squashed us like bugs.
Hmm. Know of any traders?
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry. But I reckon Vatava, the pond keeper, wouldn't let even Sigismund interrupt his business. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush.
Good to know, thank you.
God bless.
Slight bug in the dialogue there.
Jesus Christ be praised. Farewell.
Praise be to God. What about you two? Any thoughts?
Good morning.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Try Votava. He's as thin as a starving hound and about as cheerful, but he can get anything you want. I saw him by the local granary.
Thank you.
Good luck then.
And what about your friend?
Good morning.
No, you're okay. What about your other friend here?
God be with you.
And with you as well.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
You want Votava, the fellow that fixes the weir at the Talmberg fish pond. He should be around the granary somewhere.
Okay. So Votava at the granary I can buy and sell stuff from.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I think I've gotten all the thoughts out of the villagers. They're having lots of lovely little chats though.
Harvests, and now we've armies invading and pillaging. I tell you.
Listen to them again in a bit. What about you two?
Good morning.
Okay. What about you?
God be with you. What can I do for you?
God bless.
Nothing, evidently.
No mistake.
What about you?
Jesus Christ be praised. Farewell.
I'll take the old woman with me. We'll have
Good
a
day
good
to you.
time.
What do you need?
I think I've
Sigismund's visit this
spoken to all of them. What about you?
My respects to you.
Oh,
Farewell.
okay.
He had blue blood. What is it this time? He brought me a hare and said, make something special with it. Oh, picky, is he? That's putting it mildly. I can't do it in cream sauce because it gives him gut trouble. He can't stand the smell of garlic, hates mustard, and bacon is too common for him. Oh, I see. That's a nuisance. Can you think of anything I can do with it? Look, it's all about the season. Just roast it with a bit of lard, the same as usual. But add some rosemary and juniper. Rosemary? The best thing for hair. I heard it from a travelling merchant. He had it in Prague, and he said it was delicious. All right, so I'll try it. And if he doesn't like it, I'll lock him in the hen coop, so he'll have a proper appetite next time. That'll ruffle his feathers for him. Maybe you should have done that a long time ago. You're right there.
They're talking about the end of the world over here. Lots of discussion going on. Let's talk to these guards, though. Hello?
God be with you, good sir.
With you as well? Okay, you don't have anything new to say. What about your buddy here?
Good day to you. What do you need?
No, you don't have anything to say either. That's Vodiver over there, I think. By the looks of it. Yes. Speak to him in a bit.
True enough. Ever since Sigismund conquered Kuttenberg, you can't even trust common pilgrims anymore. There's that many brigands roaming around. You never know if you'll come home from the fields alive.
And the nobles are doing nothing about it.
Aye, not a thing.
Dangerous times.
We're safe.
Safe? Sigismund and his heathen cutthroats will come out of the woods any time now.
Who are you?
Jesus Christ,
you
be
before.
praised.
You look familiar. Yeah, I did. Alright, let's speak to Sir Robard. How are we doing? Energy 67, nourishment 82. And what time is it? It's still morning. Alright, let's speak to Sir Robard. Not much else we can do right now. Why did Sigismund raid Skalitz? Yeah, why did Sigismund raid Skalitz?
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas' allies.
And what's Sigismund after exactly?
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
He was afraid of the Kuttenberg insurgent lords, has a strategic position and strong fortifications to feed his troops from their granaries. No, for the loot.
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Interesting to know. What do you know about the Cumans, Sir Robard?
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Wise man. But, Sir Robard, I have to get to Skalitz. I need to bury my parents.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Yeah, if you were in my shoes, you'd do the same.
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Alright, well, Robard's not going to help me. That's unfortunate. I'll have to figure another way to get out of the castle. My pleas with Sir Robard fell on deaf ears. I guess we'll go speak to that Votiver fellow. One of the soldiers saw an unarmed crowman cornered by a barn, and he ripped one of the beams out of it and battered them all with it.
End of the world is nigh. Mark my words.
Heaven forbid.
Everything points to it, can't you see? Plague? Why is that then? Freezing winters? Poor harvests, and now we've armies invading and pillaging, I tell you. Judgment Day is on account of Britain.
And we have two popes. That's an evil omen.
Aye, Sigismund and his we'll be stricken like Sodom and Gomorrah. King Charles
I pray you're wrong.
Peace and calm.
Speak to Votiver here.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Let's trade.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
I might. What do you have? Bandages, some food, dried meats. You've got some Saviour schnapps. Got a treasure map. Costs a pretty penny though. I don't think I can afford that. And some moonshine, and you've got some lockpicks as well. You will buy pretty much everything from me. And not the worst prices, but not the best either. Okay. Alright. Hello?
God be with you. God be with you.
Speak to this guard. Guard Redim.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need to get out of here.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Don't you know who I am? But I have to bury my parents.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What have you got in mind?
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right. I'll have a look around for something.
Thank you. That's helpful.
I need to get out of here.
You here again, boy? Didn't I tell you how much trouble I'd be in if I let you, of all people, out?
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I need to get out of here.
But still, let me out.
You here again, boy?
Okay, no, you're not going to let me out. Alright.
May the Lord watch over you.
So, sounds like I need to get some Talmberg armor from the guardhouse above the gate. It seems I can dress as one of the Talmberg soldiers and get out of the castle in that guise. It must be possible to find a guard's armor in the guardhouse. Okay. That's good to know. It's good to know. Is this a private area? Yes, it is. Alright. Robard, you're really not going to let me go. Can I try convince you again? No. Okay. Alright then, well, I've spoken to all the refugees. Or not the refugees, the townsfolk from the surrounding areas of Talmberg. I think I've spoken to all the guards.
May the Lord watch over you.
All the main ones, anyway. Let's just do a quick check. Can't speak to you. I definitely spoke to you. I remember his outfit. Just have a look around. That is not a private area, so I can use this ladder. Any other guards around? Speak to you. There's two guards here.
Take care.
They're both guarding the same spot.
God be with you.
Yeah, what do you think of Sigismund's army?
That was a tense moment this morning with Sigismund.
Sir Divish handled it masterfully. This is a strong castle. It should stand up to a siege, but Sigismund has an awful lot of soldiers.
Who are those peculiar mercenaries of his?
You mean the Cumans? No one knows much about them, except Sigismund enlisted them somewhere in the east. They're an evil-looking bunch, aren't they?
Not just looking.
And where can I find a trader, my good man?
Do you know where I can buy and sell things?
You perk.
Well, if it's food you need, go and ask in the kitchen. But if you want something else, I can't help. One of the villagers might know.
Alright, thank you.
Take care.
Can I speak to you? No, nothing new from you. Well, looks like I'll have to go back this way. And I can... Oh, I don't want to jump down there. I've got brittle bones, you see. I'll injure myself. Okay. So I could probably jump over the walls, but that is really going to hurt me. I don't really want to do that.
It's all the same to me who sits on the throne. As long as there's law and order in the land.
Then it's better to have Wenceslas. You won't see him marauding with foreign mercenaries and pillaging towns like Sigismund has.
True enough. Ever since Sigismund conquered Talmberg, you can't even trust common pilgrims anymore. And there's that many brigands roaming around, you never know if you'll come home from the fields alive.
Nobles are doing nothing about it.
Aye, not a thing.
Dangerous times indeed. Okay. Spoke to you before, spoke to you, spoke to Guard Redim, who will let me out if I can convince him, or trick him, or at least dress up like a guard so he has plausible deniability. I could jump off the drawbridge here, but that seems foolish. Let's have a chat with you.
My respects to you.
Thank you. I don't have anything to say. What about you?
Good day to you.
Yeah, is there a trader here somewhere?
Can you tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Go to the cook. She'll sell you something to eat.
What if I want something else?
Best ask Votiver, the pond keeper. But I don't know if he made it inside the castle before they closed the gate. Try asking some of the villagers. They should know.
Great, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Looks like I can't speak to the stable master. Hey, there's a chest over there. Speak to anyone else? Hello?
Greetings. What do you need?
You need a bath, I think.
May the Lord watch over you.
God be with you.
I think a few of you need a bath. Tell me where the trader is.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
What about the pond keeper is your man? He ought to be by the granary. At least that's the last place I saw him. May the Lord watch over you.
Good morning.
What do you think about Sigismund?
That was a close thing this morning, eh?
If you knew Sir Divish like I do, you wouldn't be so concerned. Being imprisoned might have injured his health, but there's no one can rival him for cleverness and cunning.
Really?
It's not for nothing he was made the King's Burgrave in Prague a few years back. Folk still talk of how he settled the dispute between Father Peck and Sir Pshibik.
Good to know. I mean, he did seem like he had a good handle on it. Should I eat something from the pot? Yeah, I guess I should. Should get my nourishment up by 5. Not bad. Speak to you.
Good morning. May the Lord watch over you.
What about you? Oh, I can't speak to you. Can I? No. Okay. I spoke to you before. What about you?
My respects to you.
Thank you. Where's the
Is
trader?
there someone here who trades in goods?
I don't know. All the Talmbergers fled from the village, so it won't be easy to find anyone. When I want something, I go to the local pond keeper. He can usually get you anything you care to think of. He's over by the granary. But if it's food you want, you're better off going to the cook. She's more pleasant to deal with.
Great.
Farewell.
We could rest more in our bed if we wanted to, but no need for that, I think. Let's head up onto the battlements. Where are you going? Have I spoken with you? No, I can't speak with you. I've spoken to you. What about up on the battlements? No one in there. It's probably where I'll find the armor that I need. Hello. What have we got here?
God be with you.
Thank you. You've got nothing new to say. Is that the Chamberlain? It is, but it doesn't look like I can speak to him. So Divish is probably around somewhere as well. Maybe I should try find him, see what he has to say. Maybe even Lady Stephanie's around. Let's just have a look around the back here.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Praise the Lord. Where's the trader?
Do you know where I can buy and sell things?
I try the kitchen. The cook sometimes sells us surplus food. Otherwise, I don't know. Try asking the villagers if there's anything they want or have to trade.
Okay.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good suggestions. Let's head up here. Beautiful day. Get a good view of the countryside from up here. That's obviously the rest of the Talmberg village. So we've got some hard chests there. We've also got some bow and arrow, which I would have to steal. I don't want to do that, so let's just make our way out of there. Head back down. See if we can find Sir Divish. He's probably in his chambers somewhere. We'll have to go back down into the castle courtyard and then up the stairs, see if we can find him. Out of stamina. Maybe we should wash in the trough before we go looking for him as well. Let's see if he's in his office here. No. Okay. Maybe he's up here. It's an easy chest. Sir Divish? No? He's not in here either. Oh, he's here with Lady Stephanie. Looks like I can't speak to Sir Divish. He's deep in prayer and contemplation, but I can speak to Stephanie, so let's do that.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
What do you think about Sigismund's army?
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
Well, I do want to ask her about this Skalitz stuff, but I don't really want to do it while Divish is standing right next to her. So let's just have a look around. Oh, there's another guard here.
God be with you.
Nothing new. I think I've spoken to all of the guards now, but we'll just have a look around. That's an easy lock there, but I'll probably get caught. I don't want to get caught picking locks. At the moment, I'm in the good graces of Sir Divish and Lady Stephanie. I don't really want to do anything that will get me in trouble. Doesn't look like I can speak to you. And I think, yeah, that's a private area as well.
Fuck off.
Sorry, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. They're going to be in here praying much longer. Nice little chapel. Alright, I'm just going to speak to Stephanie, otherwise we'll be here all day. Waiting. Maybe Divish is so deep in prayer and contemplation he won't hear our conversation. I have to get to Skalitz.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle. and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
I have to bury my parents. I need it badly. It's my duty to bury them. No, I have to bury my parents.
My parents are lying in the mud of Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking.
Where can I get armor?
And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
Okay. What if they ask me where I'm going?
Well, they'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable.
Thanks, Stephanie. I might have to pay a bribe, though.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money, and unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Oh, what a champion.
My lady. I will repay you, I swear.
20 groschen. Thank you so much. Thanks, Lady Stephanie.
Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
Do you reckon I look like a Talmberg soldier?
What do you think, my lady? Do I look like a Talmberg soldier?
Not quite, Henry. Just look at you.
Oh, see. Well, thanks.
Alright, I better go and find
May the Lord watch over
that
you.
armor then. You heard nothing, Divish. Don't tell Radzig. Alright. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm not doing anything untoward. Okay, I'll let you go on your way. So, near the gate tower. Okay, in the guardhouse. Is that what it said? Get a horse, get Talmberg armor. Okay. Well, that's what we'll do then. Up near the gatehouse. Well, not the gatehouse. The guard? I think it means this gate. So I think it's up here. And I guess we'll just, I just need to make sure I don't alert any guards while I'm poking around. So we'll just, crouch down. Close that. Did he see us? I don't think he saw us. So we can pick this lock. It's a very easy lock. Let's not get caught though. Okay. There we go. Bunch of armor. Look, we are going to steal it. We need to get out of here, so I think this is necessary theft. And should we take the arrows? Maybe let's go down to the bottom floor. We've got enough armor, but we will need weapons. We can't just go empty-handed. We do have Sir Radzig's sword. Very hard and hard. Ooh, that's tough. I would like to get a bow and arrow. Maybe up this ladder. Oh, this is the gatehouse. Oh, alright, this is where we were before. So those are both hard. But there is a villager's ash bow here. We'll take that. And better long distance arrow, long distance arrow. What's our options here? We get long distance arrow there. Long distance arrow there. We don't need too many. I'm sure like 20 or something is fine. There's a mace. I don't desperately need the mace. Alright, I'll take the long distance arrows. I won't take the mace though. I'll take that one. Oh, is that a bow as well? Oh, that is a bow. Villager's hazel bow. Oh, I could have just picked that up instead of stealing it. Wait, what's the difference? The ash bow, minimum strength of 2, minimum agility of 1. The hazel bow. Oh, minimum strength of 4, minimum agility of 3. I won't be able to use that easily. Maybe I can sell it, because I technically didn't steal it. You know what, we'll take that arrow as well. Take all the arrows, just in case. This is necessary theft. I'm construing it as necessary theft anyway, because we do need to get back to Skalitz and be able to defend ourselves while we're there. If I rob that, yeah, I'll take those. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, no one's noticed. Actually, let's put the armor on. So we wear the helmet and the decorated red Waffenrock. The Waffenrock was a loose outer garment, usually linen, worn over armor. It carried the colors of the lord, town, or ruler the wearer bore allegiance to, and as such was the precursor of the military uniform. Okay, we'll wear that as well. The bassinet is a popular type of open helmet with low sides that cover the ears and part of the neck. It is often fitted with a chainmail aventail covering the back of the neck and a visor. The hunter's gloves. Soft deerskin gloves provide basic hand protection. The gambeson is a padded quilted jacket. It provides some protection in combat and can be combined with mail or plate armor. That'll replace our green shirt. It will improve our armor as well, which is good. The chainmail collar or mantle, called a pixane, protects one of the combatant's most vulnerable body parts, the neck. It is usually worn as a component of mail armor and with a helmet not fitted with an aventail, though it's also sometimes worn by lightly armored soldiers over a gambeson without other body armor. Yeah, we'll put that on as well. And oh, we forgot to put the coif on. The padded coif, so that actually goes under the helmet. If we took the Waffenrock off there, Waffenrock, so we can see if we were putting it on in order, it would go, we'd put the gambeson on, then the mail collar, then we'll put the padded coif on. It's usually worn as a helmet liner, but can be worn alone as basic head protection in combat. Which, oh actually the helmet replaced our red scarf, interesting. And then we'll wear the helmet, and then the decorated Waffenrock, and now we look like a Talmberg, Talmberg soldier. And I guess we'll equip the arrows and the bow, and we've got a sword already, so I think we're okay. Alright, well let's go speak to Lady Stephanie, see what she thinks of our disguise. I won't talk to any of the guards now, I think we'll just avoid speaking to them in case any of them recognize us. Oh, while he goes past, we'll just go in here. Has he gone past yet? No. Okay, he's gone past. Let's see where Lady Stephanie is. She's not in here. She's probably still in the chapel. Yes, she is. I'm just going to walk past Sir Divish. Hello, Lady Stephanie.
My lady.
God be with you. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
It's me, my lady. Henry.
I didn't recognize you at all. I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry. But I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
Thank you, Lady Stephanie. Alright. Well, I guess that's all I can
God bless.
do with her. I wonder what happens if I speak to Sir Robard while dressed like this. I would kind of like to test that. What I'll do is I'll drop a save before I do that. You know what, let's, just for fun, let's go do that now. I think we've got enough Saviour Schnapps now. We've got 4. That's fine. Let's go find Sir Robard. Just drop a save here. He might not even react. It would be quite funny. Hello, Sir Robard.
God be with you.
He doesn't even react. He's completely unfazed that Henry, who was just a moment ago, when we last spoke to him, wearing only the clothes of a peasant, is now kitted out in the armor of the Talmberg garrison. He's not bothered by that one bit. No questions asked. Okay, well, we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Obviously, we're dressed in this disguise in an attempt to escape Talmberg Castle, and Robard, under the orders of Sir Divish and Radzig or Kobila, are trying to keep us here to prevent us going back to Skalitz. So we'll just pretend that we never spoke to Robard, because obviously if we did and he saw us in this armor, he'd probably realize that we pilfered it from the garrison and that we were maybe trying to escape from Talmberg Castle. So anyway, we'll just pretend that didn't happen. So we have to get a horse now and then get out of the castle. Now that we've got our disguise, the guard Radim at the gate should let us out. And we'll go get our horse. But first I want to sell this bow and maybe some of these other items as well, like these arrows, to Votiva, the pond keeper. So we'll go and speak to him. He's just over here. Actually, let's watch ourselves as well.
Good day to you.
Hello, Votiva. What do you have?
Can we trade?
To trade?
If you've got the coin.
I certainly do. And I just remembered as well that you've got this treasure map, which I would like to buy. I don't have enough gold for it, but maybe if I sell stuff, I will get enough gold. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Actually, I just remembered, you've got 51, or I've got 51 reputation with you. But I've got some perks I can assign in speech as well. So speech gauges the character's ability to talk his way out of situations. It is improved by talking to people and successful persuasions. As a result, a good speaker can settle many conflicts before they even arise, haggle better, or disconcert a foe he wouldn't be able to overcome in combat. You get speech perk points at every 4th level up. So we've got 1 at the moment. I think the max level is 20, so we'll get 5 in total. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 perks all up, so we can't get all of them. But anyway, let's have a read through. So final offer. When a trader loses patience with you during haggling, you get 1 more chance to make another offer. Highborn increases your speech level by +3 when talking to nobles and wealthy people. You can't have this alongside the Lowborn perk. And Lowborn, it's the opposite of Highborn pretty much. Your speech stat will rise by +3 when you talk to commoners, but you can't have this perk at the same time as the Highborn perk. I think we'll go with the Lowborn perk for our first speech perk point. Partly for roleplay reasons. I mean, Henry is a Lowborn character, a peasant, you know, the son of a blacksmith. But also, it has the advantage, I think, of that I imagine most of the characters in the game are commoners, and certainly the ones we'll be interacting with primarily, I'm sure, are going to be commoners as well. So having +3 speech with all the commoners in the game is probably more beneficial to us than having +3 speech when talking to nobles and wealthy people. But I'm mainly doing it for roleplay reasons. I think wealthy people counts as merchants sometimes, so this actually might, from a min-max point of view, be better. I can't quite remember, but I'm going to go with Lowborn, just for the roleplay. And strength. Strength defines how well a character can handle physical challenges. The more strength, the less depletion of stamina when wielding heavy weapons. Most weapons, except daggers and sabers, are heavy weapons. And the more powerful your attacks. Each level up of strength also significantly increases the capacity of your infantry, as well as influencing how fast you can sprint with a heavy load. Strength is increased primarily by combat. You get strength perk points at every other level up. And I think as well, I think the max is 20. I don't think it's 10, or it could be 10. I'm not 100% sure, but there are a lot of strength perks to take. We can currently only choose between these two, Gravedigger and Stronghold. Gravedigger, carrying dead or unconscious bodies won't cost you any stamina, and they will burden you only half as much. And Stronghold, blocking an opponent's strikes with your shield will cost you 30% less stamina. Well, we don't have a shield, so this isn't really useful to us at the moment. I think we'll go with Gravedigger. Dovetails in nicely with what we're going to be doing once we get to Skalitz. Obviously, we're going to need to bury our parents, so we'll go with that one. And we also have a perk in the main level category here. There's a number to choose from. We've of course got our negative perks, Brittle Bones and Hemophilia, which we can't remove. We've also got First Aid level 1, which enables us to use bandages. I think you get this one by default, either from the start of the game or at some point during the prologue that we've already gone through. But we can choose from these 4 perks. So we've got Ascetic, which I mentioned in the last episode. You'll last 15% longer without food, but as soon as you get hungry, the effects will be 20% worse. Manly Odor, when dirty, you'll have 50% more charisma when talking to women. However, people will smell you a mile off, reducing your stealth skill by 30%. Night Rider, your stamina will regenerate 20% faster at night, but 10% slower during the day. And Wanderer, you grew up in impoverished conditions, so comfort of beds is inverted for you. The worse the bed, the better you sleep, and vice versa. I think I'll save this perk point. None of these really appeal to me, so I think I'll leave them for the moment. And yeah, I guess we'll just speak to Votiver and see what price we can get. Well, we're a bit drunk because of the Saviour Schnapps, but that's okay. Our combat skills are all rubbish, 0 in all of them, but we are getting a bit better at warfare, sword, and unarmed. Drinking, we've got some decent skill because of the Saviour Schnapps we've been having. Herbalism, we improved that a little bit in Skalitz. Horsemanship, we improved to level 1 in the ride from Skalitz to Talmberg. And lockpicking, we're just over level 1, and about halfway to level 1 on stealth, so that's not so bad. Reputation, we've got 91 reputation with the folk in Skalitz. It would be 100, but we did redecorate Deutsch's house with manure, so it's gone down a little bit because we lost reputation with him, his wife, and his son. Not that that matters anymore. In fact, Skalitz's reputation is a bit useless to us now, given that the town was torched. But anyway, and Talmberg, we've got a little bit of reputation, not much though. Most people here don't know us, of course. And Rovna, no reputation there, but Rovna is, yeah, torched, just like Skalitz. Okay, alright, let's speak to Votiver and trade with him. And let's see what
if you've got the coin
kind of price we can get. So we'll try sell all these stolen goods. I want to sell 18. I'll hang on to 20 arrows. I think that's enough. And we'll sell this villager's hazel bow because we don't meet the strength and agility requirements to use it effectively, whereas we do for the ash bow. So we'll just get rid of this one. It's worth 20 gold as well. So that'll get us 40.1 gold, which in addition to the 88 gold we've got, should be enough to buy this treasure map. I don't know when I'm going to see Votiver again. I don't know when I'll be coming back to Talmberg, in fact, and it could be handy to have this treasure map. You never know, it might be on our way, so let's add that to the basket. So we'll need to pay 73 groschen, but maybe we can get that down by haggling. Let's give it a try.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye.
And we obviously need to be careful because I don't want to lose reputation with him. But let's say 45?
Satisfied?
That's not enough.
No. 65? Ooh. Would you go for 60? Let's give it a try.
I'm finished.
No.
This is going nowhere.
Okay. I don't really want to lose reputation with him so early. What I might do is just reload there and try the haggle again. See what we can get. Obviously have to select my perks again, which is fine. Go Gravedigger, and we'll go Lowborn. And yeah, let's see if we can convince him this time. Wash my face as well. Come on, Votiver.
God be with you.
Do me a solid.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
I probably should have just accepted his offer of 65. It's just hard to know how close you are to annoying them sometimes. Alright, we'll grab the treasure map and let's tackle that down.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
I think I'll start saying 45 again.
Are we agreed?
And then if he says 65,
It'll
I'll just
take more than
accept it.
that to persuade me.
Yeah, I think I'll just accept it.
I'll go for that.
There we go. Oh, we gained some reputation there. Did we actually? I wouldn't have thought we would have gained reputation. Maybe ever so slight. But anyway, we've got that treasure map now, which is good, and we got rid of that bow, so we're not carrying as much stuff. So that's nice. Let's see if we read this. Ledechko. Okay, so we need to find Ledechko, and then we can potentially find where this treasure is buried. So that's okay. Deal with that later. Alright, let's go get a horse. I should take my horse. Skalitz is a long way from here. Yes, indeed. We'll go get our horse, and then we should be able to get out the front gate there. I'm sure guard Redim will let us out. No, let's just walk around. I don't want to raise suspicion. I'm a guard, just patrolling the Talmberg castle after all. And we'll grab our horse, Alina. Alright. Come on, out we go. Alright, and we'll just trot her out of here. I won't sprint or gallop. Again, don't want to raise suspicion. And still need to get out the gate. Hello, guard Redim. Can I speak to you from horseback? No, I've got to get off the horse. Okay. Hello?
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need to get out of here.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone, may the Lord watch over you.
I won't, don't worry. Thank you. They're going to open the gate. Can I thank you? Do I have to speak to you again?
Take care
I guess not. Oh, they opened it. Alright, great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, God Redim. You've done me a service, one which I will not forget. And when I bury my parents, I'll think of you.
You went to all that trouble and now you don't want to leave?
Oh, no, I
Get
do.
moving before the captain sees you.
No, I'm going. Thank you, God Redim. Alright, let's get out of here. Where are we going, actually? Skalitz, huh? So Skalitz is up here. We're down here in Talmberg. We just exited the castle. We just exited here. So we need to go left there. Oh, that goes up there. That's the wrong way. So we need to go down and around here, and then hug the castle and go up this way, which will eventually go up to Skalitz. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's do that then. On an important mission to deliver a message to Ujits, of course. So we'll get going. We could explore the town a little bit if we wanted to, but I don't think I'll do that, just in case any of the guards recognize me. Oh, a little bit of lag there, just in case they recognize me and try to put me back under house arrest in Talmberg Castle. So we'll just keep going towards Skalitz. I think we're going the right way. Yep, that looks like the quarry that we passed by on our way to Talmberg Castle. We've just gone up the backside there, so I think we're heading in the right direction. Looks like we've got away scot-free. No one's following us. No alarms have been sounded. Fantastic. Alright, well, we might leave it there for this episode, guys. As always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with when I drop new episodes in this campaign. Next episode, we'll continue making our way to Skalitz, where we'll go and bury our parents, and we'll see what fate has in store for us then. Okay, I'll drop a quick save here with Save Your Schnapps, and then we'll leave it there. As always, thanks for watching, take care, and have fun.